in this essay, America is no longer China's religion, shows how in the 80s the so-called socialist market economy encouraged everybody to get rich the way he could and would. The turning point was Tiananmen. After Tiananmen, fear of repression helped to keep the country together and establish cohesion. In the 90s, something changed. There was an evident search for something that keeps social cohesion and maintains political structure. So, there is a need for preservation and promotion of one's cultural identity. Lifestyle imported from the West is obsolete by then. It proved it couldn't work. On the contrary, it led to financial crisis, pollution, ethical crisis in contemporary societies. Before Obama's arrival in China in November 2009, the government prescribes the sale of this T-shirt. It is not a sign of protest, as it might be interpreted, but a sign of respect towards Obama. People fear that Obama might feel offended. What affected the relationships between Obama and the Chinese government? A few issues worsened the relation between the United States and China recently. The meeting between Obama and the Dalai Lama, the attack against internet censorship, proclaimed at the end of January by Hillary Clinton, the Olympic Games. Beijing submitted its candidature to host the Games and, as an act of goodwill, released the famous dissident Wei Jingshan, kept in detention 12 years. And the United States opposed Chinese candidature in 2000. This fact bothered the average Chinese who thought that the Olympics were something wished for by the people and nothing had to do with the government. And then other issues, such as the United States claiming to defend intellectual property rights patents, the U.S. position on the Falun Gong demonstration, a sect considered as fanatic by the Chinese, and the dispute over the Olympic flame in Greece. So gadgets like this were destroyed before Obama's arrival in Beijing last November. After the publication of the book China Can Say Not, in 2009 a new book was published entitled 中国不搞China, Happy China. And one of the sentences mentioned in this book is, if we do not free ourselves from the culture of being foreign slave, we will not save ourselves. Why is China unhappy? China is unhappy for many reasons. The feeling of frustration of an economic power that still doesn't have political supremacy. The continuous reprimands addressed by the West on the issues of human rights, ecology, geopolitics. The continuous confrontation is with the U.S., to which the author doesn't spare explicit criticism. As far as pollution is concerned, author returns to the central charge of polluting the planet. While in the whole world the environment is seriously menaced, advanced nations shouldn't blame backward nations for spoiling the environment, but rather think about the lifestyle they themselves establish. And here I come to the conclusion. After the 80s, New Confucianism underwent considerable changes. The most important was its internationalization. The movement was not only welcomed in China, in the new climate of economic growth and opening to the outer world, but it also spread to the West. So, what are the conclusions? The Chinese nowadays use Confucian ethics as a means to evaluate their cultural identity. As in imperial time, Confucianism has a strong political propaganda function, even though we may say that the Chinese state strongly believe in the values of their tradition. China is in search of a lost identity. Therefore, it promotes its own idea of modernity, which is imbued with traditional values. And here I stop. Thank you.